Hi, Founder fans. Jason here. And today's founder is James Reed of New Hampshire, not to be confused with the Reed family in Pennsylvania that had Governor of Pennsylvania Joseph Reed in it. This is a little bit of a less famous Reed family. James Reed had earlier in life served in the French and Indian War, and then he bought some land on the frontier of New Hampshire. He founded a town called Monadnock, which nowadays we know as Fitzwilliam. Though neither of them are very famous towns, in this town, he built the first inn, he built the first tavern. He was a leader of this small frontier area, and therefore he was sent as a leader of the militia. Once the American Revolution broke out, James Reed was already considered a leader of men, and that's why when New Hampshire decided to send some help down to Boston after Lexington and Concord, they chose 3 colonels to lead the way, and among these men was James Reed, who had already been a lieutenant colonel in the militia, but James Reed took control of the 3rd New Hampshire Regiment, as it was called. Now, leading the 3rd New Hampshire Regiment, James participated in the Battle of Bunker Hill, and by the time George Washington shows up and the Continental Army reorganizes in November of 1775, the 3rd New Hampshire Regiment becomes the 2nd New Hampshire Line, and James Reed becomes a part of the Continental Army as a colonel. After the evacuation of Boston, while most of the Continental Army goes to New York City, James Reed is sent to help out in the evacuation of Canada. And it's about this time that his exploits are recognized by the Continental Congress, and the Continental Congress appoint him a promotion to Brigadier General. Unfortunately, James, by the time he finds out he's a Brigadier General, he has contracted smallpox, which with a huge portion of the army that's evacuating Canada contracted smallpox, and he doesn't hear about his promotion until he's already gone blind and nearly deaf. Sadly, he can't accept the position of Brigadier General, and he has to return home for what he hopes was a short stay, but ends up ending his career right at the beginning in August of 1776, or by the time he leaves, it's January of 1777. He resigns as a brigadier general because he simply can't serve anymore. Now, his health takes a little bit of an improvement, and he continues to be a leader of this small frontier village. James Reed actually goes on to live another 30 years. Sounds like a happy life, though not an entirely healthy one. He can still hear, but he never really gains his vision back. So this is a short video. It's kind of a sad one, but it's a really interesting story. Talks about some of the hardships of the war. James Reed should have been one of the leaders of the American Revolution, but because that disease came through so early in the war, he is all but forgotten today. Except for today, where we've been talking about him. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely hit like. If you're new here, hit subscribe for a new video 7 days a week.